We all know a little bit, I think. We can breathe it, we can feel it in our lungs. Sometimes you can actually feel it on your face, how bad the air pollution is in this city. We've now got a man, David Smith of Little Ninja, who's going to come up and talk to us about some of the environmental crises that are facing us right now as we sit here in this beautiful park. Wonderful, welcome. David Smith of Little Ninja.
Hi everybody. My name's David Smith, founder of Little Ninja UK. That always gets a bit of a chuckle because obviously I'm not little and I'm wearing camouflage clothes, but I'm not a ninja. But when we do talk about ninjas, and little our children are, so when we're walking around the streets of London and in any busy part of the UK, and we're as tall as me, 1.8 meters, or most people 1.6. The air we're breathing, we're told, is toxic, is illegal levels of pollution, but our children are breathing at about a meter height. Our babies in buggies are breathing all the way down here at about 0.5 meters. Now the research says that they are exposed to 30% and 60% more than we are. Now, when we measure pollution in the UK, we measure at a 2 to 4 meter height. So when you're hearing that it's toxic levels of pollution, we have to understand that we are breathing more, our children are breathing more, and our babies in buggies are breathing even more than that. So when I talk about Little Ninja and I talk about children, and I say they're actually doing this fight with these kind of pollutant monsters, NO2, nitrogen dioxide, and PM 2.5, particulate matter. And if you're not familiar with what these are, NO2 inflames the lungs. PM 2.5 are the small little bits of rubber, metal, plastic, oil, the microscopic stuff that gets into your lungs, into your blood system, and will go to every organ in your body, including past the blood-brain barrier. And this is what our children are breathing. So part of today is to talk around how we can do more as Extinction Rebellion to actually support the people who are already not just suffering from climate change around the world. And when we look in the future, we say, well, it's really going to affect us all even more in 10 years' time. We understand that the impact is here now. And even in the UK, the impact is here now in terms of the air we're breathing and the impact on our children. So I'll just tell a quick little story, my own story, which is I've got a gorgeous little boy called Eli. He's 5 years old coming up. He's just about to start primary school, and 2.5 years ago we were getting the bus from Wandsworth to Stockwell to go to Stockwell Skate Park. I don't know if anyone knows Stockwell Skate Park? Yes? The Brixton Bowl. 2.5 years old, he's heading headfirst into the Brixton Bowl on his little bike. Amazing little kid. If you Google toddler biker Stockwell, you'll see that if you're interested. And we're at the bus stop and I've got my video and I'm recording him, and suddenly I kind of hear this noise, and you kind of notice it for the first time because I'm looking through a camera. There's this massive coach right next to him, and I'm thinking, well, that can't be good, and I can smell it now. I'm starting to notice it, and it's about 50 seconds, the vehicle pulls away, a little plume of smoke comes out next to his face, and it drives away, and the lights change, and about 20 vehicles go past, and then 50 seconds later, lights turn red, articulated lorry stops next to my son, the wheels are bigger than he is, the exhaust is level with his face, 50 seconds, and I'm thinking, this can't be good for him, this is just wrong. So we head off home, and I start researching, and if any of you have typed in diesel vehicle exhaust or air pollution on children, you will find out it's horrifying. I mean, diesel vehicle exhaust is carcinogenic group 1, which is the same as tobacco smoke. Air pollution, outdoor air pollution, is carcinogenic group 1, the same as tobacco smoke. We wouldn't allow someone to crouch down to the level of our children and blow cigarette smoke in their face, and yet we kind of have our buggies with our babies right next to these vehicle exhaust pipes. It's just absolutely crazy. So I kind of thought, well, okay, The doctors are now saying this is from womb to tomb. So even before the baby's born, inside the mum's breathing it, it's getting into the placenta. The knock-on effects are premature birth, low birth weight, and all the physiological problems that come with that. We've got research now talking about intelligence, impact on IQ. It's frightening. Newborns, respiratory death, little infants and toddlers, wheezing, bronchitis, pneumonia, much higher risk. And then children, suddenly 5-6 years old, asthma. And we're saying, well, all right, how bad is asthma? 1.1 million children in the UK have asthma. 1.1 million. Put that in perspective, that's the highest in Europe. We've got a third of the vehicles on our roads are diesel, and diesel is 6 times the amount of NO2. So it's not really a surprise why our children are getting asthma. And of course, children are dying of asthma. It's around 15 per year. Children are going to emergency, spending nights over in hospital, suffering because of the air they're breathing. As the children get older, they reach about 8 to 9 years old. If you live in an area of high pollution, that's equivalent to a 5% reduced lung capacity. That's just if you reach the legal limit. If you go way above it, it's suddenly looking at 10-15%. And this is a bit where it doesn't grow back. It's irreplaceable, irreparable. So I'm suddenly very concerned about my children, what they're breathing, and I say, okay, well, let's contact the council. And I contact the council, say, how bad is it on the South Circular Road? They say, we don't know. I say, what do you mean you don't know? They said, well, we don't measure it on the South Circular Road. We measure it on Putney High Street, we measure it on Wandsworth Town Hall, at the back, away from the road, but we don't do the South Circular Road, on the busiest roads in London. I said, can I measure it? They said, yes. I said, great. I said, okay, where can I get a monitor from? Contact the universities, they say you need an AQ mesh, that's the most mature on the market. How much is it? 6 grand. Okay, start fundraising, get to about £400, and it's like, okay, this isn't going to work. We need to take a bit of a punt here, buy a monitor, get it up, and then fundraise afterwards. So there we go, AQ mesh monitor. Bought it, took it down to Putney High Street, put it with the reference station, the official one, and calibrated it so we know what comes out of this is very, very accurate. We then took it outside my house, outside my local nursery, my school, and outside the bus stop. And when we made